So let's have a look at safety. How do you safeguard yourself and your possessions? It's all about awareness. If you were going into London at 12 o'clock at night to go out partying, you would certainly have a big sense of awareness around you. What are the danger sides, who's around you? And you've really got to have this mentality when you're abroad. Certainly the first thing you need personally to guard yourself is a good sense of humour. When you're talking about personal safety, if you're in a slightly awkward situation, to have a good sense of humour can diffuse any situation you might come across. You can basically break down safety into two areas. There's what you carry on you, there's your passport, your money, your documents, and there's your baggage, your larger possessions. Let's look at safeguarding your possessions first. It's usually, most thievery is very opportunistic. When you're talking about a bag being stolen, now this usually happens when you're waiting for transport, your bag's by your side, and you're distracted or you've fallen asleep, someone runs past and quickly grabs it. The quickest way to protect yourself is to not have your bag loose by your side. Take one of the arms from the rucksack and just loop it around the chair, and that is a long way into stopping that bag going missing. Don't trust other people too much, especially those long-term travellers. When you're moving around, you are going to come across people that have been travelling in a country for a few years without working, and you've got to sort of ask yourself, how are they managing to travel for that long? You might think they're cool, but actually they're probably the biggest rogues you can come across. The other thing to do with your baggage is make sure it's not too flashy. Don't go for bright colours so that they don't stand out. You can get lots of little gadgets. You can get chains, you can get padlocks, you can get wrap-around things that go right round your pack and will help secure it, and all these are really useful. What about your possessions? Where are you going to hide them? What are you going to do about them? First thing to do is to make sure that everything is photocopied. So photocopy your passport, the relevant pages in your passport, photocopy your travel documents, and hide those photocopies totally separate to the rest of your belongings.
What should I do about my money and my passport?
Right, well, first thing you've got to think about is where you're going to put them, where you're going to hide them away. And really, there's loads of different ways of hiding it. You can put it under your arm, around your neck, around your waist, right? Now all you've got to do is choose where it feels comfortable. Okay. So don't worry about which one's best for security. Just think, you know, where's it going to be comfortable, and you're going to keep it on you all the time. The other thing to do is not put all your eggs in one basket. So if you can find somewhere else to hide some money away, that's great. These belts are really good. Okay, I've got one on. They just look like an ordinary belt, but when you turn them over, you've got a big zip, and you can hide loads of cash.
Okay, so what about my bag and keeping that thing?
Great, I'm glad you asked that, okay, because you can keep, come with me a minute, you can keep this really simple, alright, there's loads of gadgets I'll show you, but really, security for your bag is all about your awareness and making sure people just don't run off with it if you fall asleep waiting for a train or something. They've all got straps on them, and the simplest thing won't cost you any money is wherever your seat is, you get the strap, you put it under the seat, and you sit on it. Okay, and immediately no one can run off with it. You're going to know if anyone's going to tamper with it. If you want to get items, you can get quite a few different things. Okay, there's this pack safe, and you can actually encase your whole bag in a metal chain work and connect that to a bar. That's quite heavy, so you know, think about that, and it's going to cost you a bit to get it. But if you think you're going somewhere really dodgy, then they're not bad. Otherwise, there are much simpler things that do the same. Okay, this is a cable lock, and it's got a combination lock because it's so easy to forget your keys, isn't it? Lose your keys. And with this, you just set your own combination. Chain just comes out, right out. Okay, just loops back in. So it's another simple way of securing your baggage.